Ogura disqualified from MotoGP Argentina. Causes, consequences, and reactions. MotoGP Argentina 2025 saw a shocking incident with the disqualification of Japanese rider Ogura from the final race results. Ogura, who was competing for Trackhouse Aprilia, initially finished in 8th place. However, several hours after the race ended, FIM announced his disqualification due to a technical violation involving the use of non-compliant ECU electronic control unit software. This decision had a significant impact, not only on Ogura's points tally but also on the riders' standings and team strategies for the championship. Below is a detailed explanation of the reason behind the disqualification, its consequences for Ogura and his team, and reactions from various stakeholders. Reason for disqualification: non-compliant ECU software. Ogura's disqualification was due to the use of an unapproved ECU software version. The ECU is a crucial electronic component that controls various aspects of the bike's performance, including fuel management, ignition, and electronic systems. In MotoGP, all teams are required to use a standardized ECU and software that has been approved by the championship organizers. MotoGP enforces strict regulations on ECU usage to maintain fair competition. Every team must use homologate software versions that are monitored and controlled by Dorna and FIM. The ECU software that violated regulations. During a post-race technical inspection, it was discovered that Ogura's bike was running ECU software version V21B102, which had not been homologate or approved by FIM. According to Article 2.4.3.5.3 of the FIM Grand Prix World Championship regulations, any ECU software used must be on the approved homologation list sanctioned by Dorna and FIM before the season begins. Using non-homologate software could provide an unfair advantage to a rider, such as improved engine performance or better traction and acceleration control. Although there was no evidence suggesting deliberate cheating by Ogura or his team, the disqualification was enforced to ensure fair competition. Impact of the disqualification on race results. Ogura's disqualification led to adjustments in the final race standings. The following riders moved up in the rankings as a result. Pedro Acosta, KTM, moved up to 8th place. Joan Mir, Honda, moved up to 9th place. Luca Marini moved up to 10th place. Raul Fernandez, Trackhouse Aprilia, moved up to 15th place and earned 1 point. This disqualification was a major setback for Ogura, as he lost 8 points that he would have earned for finishing in 8th place. Reactions and speculations. So far, Ogura and the Trackhouse Aprilia team have not issued an official statement regarding the disqualification. However, several stakeholders have commented on the incident. Response from FIM and Dorna. FIM has emphasized that the disqualification was in accordance with the regulations and is part of their effort to ensure all teams strictly follow technical rules. A representative from FIM stated, "We have clear regulations regarding ECU software, and every team is required to comply with the homologate specifications. In Ogura's case, the software used was not on the approved list, so the disqualification decision had to be made to uphold fairness." Dorna, the MotoGP organizer, also supported the decision, although they acknowledged that such incidents are rare. Comments from other riders. Some riders who benefited from Ogura's disqualification shared their thoughts on the situation. Joan Mir, who moved up to 9th place, said, "This is a strange situation because we don't want to see another rider disqualified, but the rules have to be enforced. I hope this serves as a lesson for all teams to be more careful in following regulations." Meanwhile, Pedro Acosta, who moved up to 8th place, commented, "This is not a result I was expecting, but I remain focused on the next race. I hope Ogura and his team can resolve this issue soon." Speculation and impact on Trackhouse Aprilia. Many believe this mistake could have occurred because Trackhouse Aprilia is still in the adaptation phase as a new MotoGP team. The team previously competed in Moto America before stepping up to the premier class with Aprilia. Some technical analysts speculate that they may not have fully understood the regulations, leading to this ECU software violation. If this was merely an administrative error, the team will likely be more cautious in future races. However, if there is evidence suggesting the violation was intentional, FIM could impose additional sanctions on the team. What happens next? Following this disqualification, Trackhouse Aprilia will likely conduct an internal investigation to determine how this error occurred. If they conclude that it was a technical or administrative mistake, they might attempt to appeal the decision to FIM. However, given the clear regulations regarding ECU usage, the chances of a successful appeal are slim. The more realistic course of action for the team is to immediately correct the mistake and ensure that a similar incident does not happen again. Impact on Ogura. For Ogura, losing 8 points is a significant blow, especially if he aims to compete at the top of the standings. With competition becoming increasingly intense in the 2025 MotoGP season, every point is crucial. If he wants to stay competitive, Ogura must bounce back from this incident and perform strongly in the upcoming races. Additionally, he may need to address the situation with his fans, who could be disappointed by the disqualification. If he provides a clear statement and stays focused on the next race, this could be an opportunity for him to prove his resilience on the track. Conclusion. Ogura's disqualification in MotoGP Argentina is a rare occurrence in the premier class of MotoGP. The primary reason for the disqualification was the use of non-homologate ECU software, which violated the championship's technical regulations. The impact was significant, both for Ogura as an individual and for the Trackhouse Aprilia team. All riders who finished behind him moved up in the standings, while Ogura lost valuable points. So far, neither Ogura nor his team has issued an official response. However, the MotoGP season is long, and the young Japanese rider still has plenty of opportunities to recover and prove himself on the track. The next race will be a crucial test for Ogura and Trackhouse Aprilia to see if they can come back stronger and avoid costly technical errors.